thought I was a history buff. There you go. That knows his stuff. By the way, Duke of Magenta was believed to be the last horse ever sired by Blind Lexington, who was a descendant of horse. Come on. All right. Now we segue from the thoroughbred racing names that take us deep into Ed Bowen's mind to the contemporary inductees that many of us actually had a chance to bet on. And we began with a filly who was so good that it doesn't take an open mind to imagine her in the Racing Hall of Fame.
Open Mind announced her presence with authority right from the beginning of her illustrious career. Bred in New Jersey by Due Process Stables, Open Mind debuted in August of 1988 with a victory in her home state at Monmouth Park. She quickly established herself as one of the sport's bright stars en route to earning the Eclipse Award as champion junior filly. In that season, Open Mind won 4 of 6 starts, including Grade 1 victories in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies and the Demoiselle. Eugene Klein's Chestnut filly finished second in her other 2 starts that year. Under the direction of Hall of Fame trainer D. Wayne Lucas, Open Mind won her first 8 races as a 3-year-old to push her win streak to 10. Among her victories were Grade 1 scores in the Kentucky Oaks, Alabama, and the New York Filly Triple Crown, consisting of the Acorn, Mother Goose, and Coaching Club of America Oaks. She also added wins in the Forward Gallop, Bonnie Miss, and Pimlico Oaks. At the time of her Hall of Fame induction, only 7 other fillies, all members of the Hall of Fame, had won the New York Filly Triple Crown. Open Mind won 8 of 11 starts in 1989 to earn the Eclipse Award as champion 3-year-old. Following her second championship season, Open Mind was sold to a Japanese breeder for $4.6 million. She raced twice at age 5, concluding her career with 12 wins and 19 starts, and earnings of more than $1.8 million.
You gotta love that old footage. In those winter circles, the only thing bigger than Open Mind's heart were Wayne Lucas's sunglasses, even on a cloudy day. And now to accept the Hall of Fame plaque for Open Mind, Mr. Lucas himself.
Damn, I like those videos. I really look back some wonderful memories. But then, you know, that's what the Hall of Fame is all about, wonderful memories and these treasures that we've had in years past. It was interesting to see that. I forgot just how great she was. Personally, I'd like to congratulate the inductees of the 2011 class, and especially Gary, you have been a real role model for us in our profession. Your work ethic, your professionalism, the way you conduct yourself has been a tribute in the trainers' fraternity here in the Hall of Fame. Welcome you. A few years back, we were at the Saratoga sale. We were wandering around looking at various yearlings to purchase, and there was a 2-horse consignment just back at the building here. And I walked over, and my son Jeff was with me. I wasn't even carrying a catalog. And I pulled out these 2, and one chestnut filly came out, and she walked up and back, and she struck me as being, she was a little bit underweight, small, kind of frail. And I turned to Jeff, and I said, Jeff, what's this by? He said, it's by a first-year sire named Deputy Minister that Bob Brennan had. And I said, what was he? And he said, oh, hell, we whipped up on him a couple times in Belmont. He said, he's just a first-year sire, but he's a pretty nice horse. And I looked at her and I said, well, I kind of like this filly. Why don't we keep an open mind? Bought it for $150,000 and for less. It's interesting because Eugene Klein, by the way, his son Michael wanted to be here, and his grandson Adam wanted to be here, and they were unable to attend today. But Eugene Klein had the Midas touch. And to illustrate that, I always said if Eugene Klein brought a girl, it would be the fastest girl in the world. What we used to do at the sales is I would sign all the tickets. And then I had various clients, Bobby Burns, Eugene Klein, Mel Abbott, these people. And we would go to Eugene Klein's office, and we'd put all the price and the lot number, and a pedigree on a 3x5 card. We put them in a pool, and then we'd slide 2 or 3 over to the different owners, and they'd say, well, I don't like this jet ski filling, so we push her back in the middle, and we'd sort them out that way. On this particular year, we were sorting them out. There were 2 that stayed in the middle all the time. So when everybody got pretty well satisfied, I said, is everybody satisfied with their purchases? There were 2 left. Everybody said, yeah. I said, well, those 2, there's a hold your piece colt. I said, he only cost $125. And this filly, this chestnut filly, only cost $150. If it's all the same to you guys, I'll just take them from my own personal account. Bob French spoke up and said, fine with me. Gene said, yeah, that's fine, whatever you want them. Well, the hold your piece colt was called Jackson Brown, made $500,000. The other one was Open Mind. I reached out and tried to sweep those 2 back in front of me and have them. And Gene Klein slapped my hand away and said, oh, hell, they didn't cost much, I'll take those 2. $8 million later. But that's the way he lived, and that's the way it went. I just hope that you are in the horse business, that you are lucky enough to have the joy and the excitement that an open mind called. And I hope sincerely that you'd have one just like her. Thank you very much.